And we're live. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? This is my resource live that I do every single week, bringing you just great informative information that is going to help build your life in a professional way and also in a personal development way. So welcome, welcome. If you're here, go ahead and drop a comment, say hello, say what's up. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. It is like the eve before Cinco de Mayo. Let me just say, I love Cinco de Mayo. That is like one of my lituations. I used to like host these awesome just get-togethers for Cinco de Mayo. And this year for Cinco de Mayo, I'll be checking out Houston, Texas. I'll be here. I'm here for the first time on business with my other business venture that I'll get into a little bit later. But today I come before you as your brand strategist, as your media mogul, giving you information on how to say it and what to say when you are pitching yourself to the media outlets. If you want to get featured in the mainstream media for your business, your brand, your entity, whatever your initiative is, if you want to create a notable brand, one of the ways you do it is how you get featured in the media and in the press. And so I've decided to just go ahead and spill the beans. I'm going to give you my secret sauce. Guys, I've been doing this business for, my business is what, 30 years old now, specializing in media relations. And what we do here at AOI Events and PR is get our clients feature stories in the press. Whenever I get calls, I would say 80% of the phone calls that I get from you guys is, hey, Jeter, how do I get on Fox 29? I want to make sure that I get my message to Forbes. I want to make sure that I get featured on a magazine. I want to make sure that I'm having an event I wanted to sell out. I want to do a press tour. How do I get my message to the press? How do I let people know about this? How do I get these feature interviews with Fox 29 and iHeartRadio and Power 99? I'm your girl. That's what I do. That's what I do best. Hello, everyone. So go ahead, before I jump into it, I'm not going to be here before you long. I just have 3 quick things to share with you on what to say and how to say it when you are pitching yourself to the media. And let me just let you know that my expertise is pitching to mainstream outlets. So that means your TV stations, your radio stations, your magazines, your newspapers. Our mainstream media is what I like to pitch, because those are the things that you need in order to build a notable brand. A lot of people want to get that blue check on social media. You want to get the blue check on Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook. And the way that you do that is by creating a notable brand. So what I need you to do before I spill this insight and this great information, go ahead and say what's up. Drop a comment. Hey, let me know how you're doing. Go ahead and share the feed and let people know that I'm live and that I'm sharing this great information. And let me just say this to you. This is not something that people in my industry normally do, but hey, I'm doing things in a different way. I am switching my business model from do it for you to do it yourself. Okay. So I'm going to give you the information so that you will know how to speak to reporters. You will know how to brand yourself in a way that you're able to relay the message, what it is that your business solves. One of the biggest things that we need to know, if you're working with a publicist, if you're working with an advertising marketing agency, if you have reached to reporters, we need to know what is it that your business solves. So before we can even initiate getting you this coverage on TV, you want to get TV coverage, you want to get featured, you want to go live, and you want to tell people what it is that you do in Black Enterprise. Listen, there's basic things that needs to be done. And first, we need to know, what problem does your business solve? So if you are listening to this live right now, go ahead and write in the chat, what is your business and what problem does it solve? One of my organizations, I'm going to give you an example. Women in Media Global, nonprofit organization. We empower, equip, and encourage women to own their voices. What problem do we solve? We connect women to leadership opportunities and to opportunities for them to advocate themselves. We close the gender gap and the leadership gap and making sure that there are a full representation of women in all facets of media, whether it's Hollywood, entertainment, hardcore news, or even ownership. That is the problem that we solve. We make sure that there's full representation of women in media all over the industry, really making headwaves. So before we can even get started to pitch your business to mainstream news, we got to make sure that it solves the problem so that you're communicating the brand right. Let me tell you, when I talk to reporters and some of my friends who work in the newsrooms, they say that they get 10,000 emails a day. That's a lot of emails. My email is a part of one of those 10,000s when I'm contacting them on behalf of your business or your initiative or your program. So differentiating yourself is so very important, and what you say and how you say it is so very important. So before I really get into the meat of what it is that I'm here to share with you today, how to pitch yourself, I need you to share this to 6 people. I need you to drop a comment, okay? I need you to say hello, and we need to get some people here on this live. So go ahead and show some love. Go ahead and share. And I'm going to go ahead and get started in just a second. These resource lives, I'm really, really trying to figure out the best day for me to do them. So thank you for bearing with me as I continue to figure this out. It's kind of been on a very sporadic schedule. My schedule is, it's all over the place from time to time. But that is the entrepreneurship life that I have chosen. I really, really do love it. So I'm here all the way from Houston, Texas. It's my first time in Houston. It's cool so far. I still need to figure out where the moves are. So if you know some folks out here, if you've been here before, you have recommendations for me, let me know. All right, so I see some comments. I see Alex PA from Rising Sun says, we tackle economic disparities driven by young people. I see you. Okay, that's the problem that Rising Suns accomplishes. PQ Terminite Protection Inc. Okay, great. Thank you for letting me know the name of your business. That is awesome. All right, so if y'all ready to get into this, I'm ready to get into it with you. Now, first things first, what to say and how to say it, to pitch yourself to the media. Okay, you got to have your entrepreneurship resume put together. And I'm not talking about a traditional resume. I know we all have those traditional resumes. We've been in the real world for some time now. I'm not talking about that. When I say entrepreneurship resume, I am talking about your, number 1, your professional headshot, and number 2, your professional bio. Okay. So when I say professional headshot, you cannot send me a text message and say, Jeter, does this look good? It's a picture that you probably took on your phone as a selfie. And I'm going to tell you, my love, no. I think that you should invest in working with a photographer and getting professional headshots done for you. So you need that, right? Because that is representation of you. When you reach out to the mainstream outlets, when you reach out to your newspapers and to your magazines, you're going to want to make sure you have that picture ready to go. Why? Because if you don't have your photo ready, they're going to go to your Instagram page. They're going to screenshot anything they see because they're moving so fast. The newsrooms are so busy that they'll just grab whatever. And if it's not if it's not a best representation of you, our Instagram pages are filled with lifestyle and business. We have fun. It's not a straight professional social site. It is a lot of fun on there, right? So they could literally go on there and just grab something, and you might not want that picture to be represented. So make sure you take matters into your own hand and that you have photos ready to go. Your headshot and your full body shot are 2 different things. Your headshot is really like in the Instagram frame, like in this live video frame, you see it's kind of like just like a little bit below your chest and up. That's it. Your full body shot gives us everything. It gives us your legs. It gives us your arms. It gives us your neck and your pretty face. I want a headshot. Okay. There's two different things, okay? So when they say they want a headshot, make sure it's a headshot. Headshot, okay? All right. Work with a professional photographer. Make sure they're edited. Make sure they're not super airbrushed. Give us a natural look, but make sure you have your headshots ready to go. Also, while you're doing this photography professional shoot with whoever you decide to work with, it's a great idea to get pictures of you with your products. So if you have a product that goes along with your business, it might be a book. It might be a journal. It might be some sort of mobile app. It could be anything. It could be a face scrub, a lipstick, whatever it is that you offer. Just, you could take some cute pictures with that too to represent product photos of your business. That is completely acceptable. That is also really awesome. Great representation for your business. So think about creative ways to implement your products into your photo shoot, okay? And then your bio. All right, y'all. Make sure that when you are creating your bio, you have various versions of your bio. If someone says, send me your short bio, don't send them your long bio. Your long bio is probably a page long. Send me your short bio, maybe 100 words, 150 words. It could be half a page, a paragraph. Whatever it is, make sure that you have your short bio ready to go. A lot of times when you're doing media interviews with local reporters and producers and directors, they don't need the lengthy bio because your interview most times is not a very long interview, right? Radio will give you longer interview times sometimes. Sometimes you might be able to do a longer segment. And when I say longer segment, I mean 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And if you're really, really great, if you're a great expert and there's somebody who has like a 1 hour show, you might get the whole 1 hour slot. It really depends on the information that you're sharing. But a lot of times your media interviews are very short and concise. They could be anywhere from 2 minutes to 6 minutes. You have to make sure that you hit it hard. So that short bio is just enough information for them to introduce you and for you to take it away, sharing the information that you have. So your short bio is very important when you are pitching to media outlets on what to say and how to say it. All right. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and drop those in the chat for me. I'll be happy to answer those questions and do a Q&A. Not a problem at all. All right. So number 2, you want to write down number 2. Okay. Have something to say. This is very important. Like I just said, our newsrooms and the news desk, the reporters are inundated with emails and news because we live in a 24/7 news cycle, meaning that news is constantly being made and that people have the ability to kind of create in the moment because we have these smartphones that have a lot of features and great things. There's no break in the news cycle. So our professionals who work in the newsrooms are inundated with information, inundated with press releases and news clips and, pitches and things like that. So whatever you want to share with the press, make sure it's something of value that you want to share, that is very important, that is very specific and niche to your industry and to your business, and that is going to be something that is eye-catching or interesting for the viewer or the listener to pay attention to. You got to have something of value to say if you're going to break through the noise and make sure that you get your feature done. When you are reaching out to the press, make sure that you have something of, value to say. And again, what is your brand? What exactly is your brand? You need to be able to answer that question in like 30 seconds. That's it. It should be able to be answered very concisely. Hey, how are you? Shani, what's up? Make sure you're able to answer what is your brand in like two sentences in like 30 seconds. Because again, when you go on to do your interview, it is very short. So you want to make sure that you have elevator pitch answers for everything. Have something valuable to say. What is your brand? How does it relate to the masses and to the viewers and to the listeners who are going to be taking a part of this? How is it going to relate to your target audience? So whatever it is that you have to say, about your industry or your business and it's valuable, you know how to concisely deliver what it is that your brand does, how does it relate to your target audience? Who is your target audience? If your target audience, it could be women in their, you know, in the ages of 25 to 35. It could be men who enjoy riding motorcycles, who are middle-aged. It could be older men who enjoy smoking cigars. It has to be very, very concise who your target audience is. You have to create a message that speaks directly to that particular consumer, depending upon where they capture their media. And if I am like going too fast or if I'm talking over somebody's head, please just say, ask a question or tell me to slow down or whatever. But let me know if this information is clear for you and if it's good for you. I can absolutely slow down or explain it in another way. So just let me know, okay? So whoever your target audience is, just make sure that your message is on brand for what will relate to them, okay? Have something timely and buzzworthy to share, all right? It is May. Cinco de Mayo is clear, makes sense. Thank you, bro. Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, okay? Please do not email the reporters tomorrow about something for 4th of July. It's not happening. They're not paying attention to it. It's too early for that, right? You want to make sure that it's timely. It's also Small Business Week. What is it about your business that you can pitch to reporters so that you can be inserted into the news cycle about Small Business Week? May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. Are you a health and wellness professional? Do you provide services to help people relax? Are you someone who helps people with their wellness and their well-being? That is a great time for you to pitch. How much does PR typically cost? Cool. I'll answer that question after I'm almost done this, and then I'll answer your question. Any questions you have, go ahead and drop them. I'll answer them for you. Okay, so just make sure it's timely. It's what I always do, like when I am creating a pitch that is on beat and buzzworthy for my clients, I Google the awareness month. What is May? All of the holidays that are happening in May, all of the awareness months that are happening, those awareness celebrations that are happening. What is timely this week? Is it somebody's birthday? Is it a celebrity person's, anniversary of their death? What is going on in the news? What is timely? And then I create something very creative around that. So if I am representing a Black-owned or woman-owned tequila company, Cinco de Mayo, I'm in there all day, because what I'm going to do is make sure that my client is getting featured around Cinco de Mayo because they have a tequila, right? So if I represent a restaurant who has tequila and margaritas and tacos, Cinco de Mayo is our moment. I'm going to make sure that whatever I send out is timely. I create something a creative story around it, and I send it out. Again, be on buzz. It's May. Don't pitch nothing for 4th of July right now. Don't talk about Christmas. Don't talk. Mother's Day is coming up. That is a great pitch. If you have something for mothers, women's empowerment, anything to pamper moms, to celebrate moms, to honor moms, this is your moment to get in the press. You want to send something out about Mother's Day, get in that news cycle, and make sure that your business is focused. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, everyone. If you have questions, go ahead and drop them. If you have comments, let me know. I'm going to do a Q&A in a couple of minutes. I have my third and last point, okay? Third thing is concise pitch. Concise. And I'm talking to myself when I say this, because I am a very lengthy creative writer. I love to dig into the story, and I'm super detail oriented. Nobody's reading all that. I got to tell myself to stop writing all that. But I love it. I love it so much. It's just like, I'm creating this awesome story. I don't want to take anything amazing out of it. It all makes sense. But listen, honey, again, think about the person on the other side who's receiving your email, who gets about 10,000 emails a day from amazing people who think that their brand is awesome, who needs to be in the news, and they want to share something great with the community. Listen, we all think our stuff is great, and we should, because all of our stuff is great. We just got to make sure that how do we get in there to stand out, and making sure that your pitch is concise. So when I say pitch, I mean, just like, your outreach to the producer, the news desk, the journalist, the writer, whoever the editor is. In the world of public relations, we call that a pitch. So it's concise, meaning that it is brief. You want to send a brief email, a brief DM, a brief text message. If you are in text messaging terms with a journalist, you are in a very good position because, text is a quick way to communicate. So that means that they're more likely to read your text message. And that means that you have some sort of substantial relationship with this individual where you can text their phone. That's a good look. But whatever means of communication that you choose, pick up the phone. People don't do that no more. But me, I pick up the phone. That's how I get my results. I create relationships with people and I call them on the phone. But again, whatever it is, make sure that it's concise. I might call and say, hey, Nikki, I understand that it's Mother's Day. I'm pretty sure you're looking for some amazing stories. I have something great from my client who represents a spa. She has Mother's Day specials going on for moms to come in, mother and daughter, mommy, Mani and Petties, whatever it is, just make sure that it's super concise. You can write a brief paragraph. You can write it in a couple of bullet points. And then you can say, if you're interested in more, if this is something that could work for you, I've attached a press release or I've attached a news article about it. You can also include web links, social media links, videos, photos, testimonial reviews, all of that stuff. You can attach that as like additional information for you to read additional information. Go ahead and you can direct them to, hey, check this out right here. So just to recap, how to say it and what to say when you're pitching yourself to the media. Number one, your entrepreneurship or your business resume includes your bio and your headshot, all professionally done. If you need help with that, go ahead and DM me. I can help you set that up quickly to help you get your branding services together. Number two, have something of value to say. Make sure it's buzzworthy, make sure that it's timely, and make sure that it makes sense. What is your brand? Be able to communicate that. That's number two. And finally, number three, concise pitch. Whatever you have to say it in such a creative and catchy way. That email subject line should be very catchy and eye-catching. It should draw them in immediately. For example, local teacher, as seen on the Shade Room, donates $10,000 to school district. Everybody's opening that email. It sounds very interesting. Wait, what are they doing? Let me make sure I see what they're doing. Make sure that it's concise, okay? So those are my 3 points for you, what to say and how to say it. I'm going to be elaborating on this even further Thursday on May the 6th at 7 o'clock. I am having a free media webinar, Get Your Brand Media Ready in 7 Steps. You're going to want to make sure you're there. I'm going to do a Q&A. I'm going to talk through the 7 steps of how to get your brand ready, because it's one thing for us to want to be in the media and to get featured magazine articles and write-ups about our business, but it's another thing where you have to ensure that your business is ready for that type of attention. So we don't want to miss any steps. I want to make sure that you build a notable brand that is getting the recognition that it deserves, because when you begin to get featured in the press and the media for the work that you do, you are going to be setting yourself apart and you're going to be setting yourself up as the expert as you are in your industry. And it's extremely important. The link is live on my page. All you have to do is register for free on Eventbrite, how to get your brand media ready in 7 steps. That is this Thursday, May the 6th at 7 o'clock. We're going to be doing a Q&A. I'm going to go through all 7 brand steps for you. You're going to be able to walk away with tangible information on how to get your brand ready. And tonight, we talked about what to say and how to say it. But on Thursday, we're going to go into deep details about it. So I want you to make sure that you share this feed, you share this information with your business bestie and all of the amazing business professionals and like-minded, awesome go-getters, dreamers, doers, CEOs, founders, entrepreneurs that you surround yourself with, and make sure that they're here at the webinar. Hey, did I tell you that it's free? It's for free, y'all. I'm giving you this information for free because I think it's pretty valuable. And I think that it's information that you all are ready for. I'm so happy to hear from a lot of you wondering how to get things done for your brand, how to make sure you're media ready, and that things are going in the right direction for you so that you can get featured, because we know the more features you get, the more notoriety your brand gets, the more recognition you get, the more your brand is searched online, the more business and profits and sales you make, and the more lives you get to impact. And that is most important. So if you have a question, I'm moving into Q&A. Don't forget to click the link in my bio. If you're on Instagram Live, just click the link in my bio. Sign up right now for the entrepreneurship webinar. It's a free media webinar. And if you're on Facebook, it's on my page as well. Get your brand media ready in 7 steps. It's free this Thursday, May 6th at 7 o'clock. I'll be there to answer all your Q&A, and we'll have an awesome time together learning all about media, the newsrooms, and how to make sure that your brand is featured in newspaper, radio, magazines, online write-ups, all of the awesome podcasts that are killing the game right now. All right. So I had a question. How much does PR typically cost? So typically, public relations professionals who have agencies tend to operate on a retainer model. The retainer model basically is a commitment that you sign up for where you pay monthly for billable hours to have someone working on your media relations, your public relations, your branding, your marketing. PR is a very vast industry. And so you want to make sure that you work with a publicist who is specific to your niche. Not all publicists do all things. Some publicists focus on celebrities. Some publicists focus on sports and maybe NFL players. Some publicists focus on nonprofit and social good marketing. Some publicists work with corporations and big businesses. Some publicists work with entertainment and arts and artists. So that's first and foremost. You want to make sure that you're getting a connection with somebody who is niched in your particular industry. And you want to ask that question. That's a very important question before you go ahead and you sign the contract. The monthly retainer is billable hours. I would say most retainers could start at 3 months, 6 months, 1 year agreements. Right. And so for a small business, that is a huge commitment. I know from working with tons of small businesses, kind of the pain points that you go through when deciding if PR is a service that you can invest in right now. I would say the cost it really depends. It's such an industry that is so creative and customizable. I would say, a retainer can start anywhere from $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month and up. So I would say probably nothing other than under $500 a month. If you're working with a younger agency and a publicist that is just starting out, they might only be charging $500, and that is very nominal. But as you start to have conversations with seasoned professionals, PR agents who've been in the game 7 years or more, they start to charge, $1,500 a month or more. That's how much PR services cost. There are some agencies who have gotten really creative due to the global pandemic and where we are in our just economy. And they're not only offering retainer services, but they're offering their services in other creative ways where you might do a media and press blitz, where that's a one-off service where you're not signing a 3 month, 6 month, or 1 year contract. You're literally signing up for one campaign that might last 30 days, 45 days, and you might pay one flat fee. Or there might be some publicists who offer a la carte services where you can, pick and choose one service at a time, so you don't have to sign up for a particular long-term contract that could be a little bit, a little challenging for small businesses as you continue to grow your enterprise and scale your business. So just to answer that question for you, I hope that was really helpful. Are there any other questions before I go, anybody else have any other questions? I hope this was really good for you and clear for you. If you are jumping in at the tail end, I am going to post the live on my page so that you can go ahead and run that back. If you are checking out this live on Facebook, I need you to follow my new Instagram page at dpjeter_. My Instagram page was recently hacked and disabled, and so I'm building a new page up from scratch. My Instagram community went from okay, great, I'm glad that was good for you, no problem. Overnight, my Instagram community went from over 5K followers to a humble 399. God is good. So if you are on my Facebook, go ahead and show some love. Check me out on Instagram as I rebuild my page from the ground up. If there are any more questions before I go or any more comments, let me know. You still have time to sign up for my free media webinar, which I'm so excited about. Get your brand media ready in 7 steps. That is on Thursday, May the 6th at 7 p.m. I'm going to go through all of the major steps you need to do in order to get your brand ready to be featured on Black Enterprise, Forbes, Earn Your Leisure podcast, all those wonderful newspapers out there that you want to be featured in. We're going to make sure your brand is media ready. So when you send that pitch over to the reporters, they absolutely love what it is that you're doing and you land the feature. So let me know if there are any more questions. You can click the link in my bio for ways to work with me. I have an ebook out, Your Glambitious Guide to Entrepreneurship. I am offering business and brand coaching. I have my free webinars going on. I am rocking and rolling, growing this new Instagram page. I would love to be your brand strategist and help you grow your brand and your business. I am moving from a do it for you business model to do it yourself, where I am literally teaching you all the game that you need in order to make sure that your business is featured in the media. Because once you start to build a brand that is notable, the opportunities for you to speak, for you to sit on larger platforms, for you to share your story in major media outlets, the impact you're able to bring to the community is larger. Your profits and your sales go up, and it's just a great investment overall for your business. This has been my Resource Live series. I hope this was extremely insightful and helpful for you. Again, if you have a question, I'll stick around for another 30 seconds to a minute, and I'll make sure that I get your questions answered on what to say and how to say it. Pitching yourself to the media or your brand. Whenever you are the brand, you have a business brand. You might be like me. I'm a brand and I'm building companies who have brands, Women in Media Global, AOI Events and PR. That is me. So again, this has been such a great live. Thanks for rocking out with me. Thanks for your questions. Go ahead and drop a comment and share the feed. I look forward to seeing you Thursday. Get your brand media ready in 7 steps. That is the free webinar on May the 6th at 7 o'clock. Go ahead and reach out to me if you need any more help with any of your brand strategy, your public relations, your media relations, or how to just build that business. All right. I'm your go-to girl. Thanks for rocking out with me, and I will see you next time. Oh, wait. Is there anything I want to show? No. I don't have a flyer for Thursday's event. I'm just playing around with these features on live. It's really cool. They got these really dope features. Oh, that's my ebook right there. Cool. That's awesome. Let me see if there's anything else on here to share. That's the ebook. So some people actually purchased a keepsake where they actually wanted a printed out version of my ebook and they wanted me to sign it just like a regular book. So that is the keepsake personalized item that you can get for yourself as well. The link for that is also in my bio. You can get the digital download or you can get the actual book, and I'll customize it for you. You'll have a keepsake that you can put on your desk that you can review over and over. And I'll write a nice encouraging message to you in your ebook. So that is also available for you as well. I like this feature. Dope feature. But anybody else have any questions while I'm still on live playing around with these features? Facebook, make sure you go follow my new Instagram page. It's right there below in the lower fifth. DP Jeter _ that's my new page. My new page, since my old page was hacked and disabled. That's a whole nother live. That's a whole nother ebook. How to get through a catastrophe like that. But I just want to find one last thing to share with you before I get out of here. And while you're waiting for me, boom, here we go. All right. So while I have you, in July in Miami, Women in Media Global will be hosting Activate Your Power Retreat. This is going to be actually July 15th through the 18th. It's going to be 4 days of self-care, relaxation, adventure, and sisterhood. In lieu of our annual conference, which we typically do every September due to the global pandemic, we're switching things up just for now, and we're going to host an intimate retreat. This is going to be a wellness and personal development retreat. We're going to have the opportunity to relax. We're going to be doing some mindfulness, some mindset shifting. We're going to be getting in the water. We're going to enjoy the beach. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to be pampered and catered to by our personal chef, Chef Rashawn. So if you're interested in getting more information on how to secure your spot, it is a very intimate retreat. It's not large at all. But I would love to invite y'all. I would love for you to come. If you are a woman in media and business and you want to surround yourself with like-minded women who are go-getters, hey, come activate your power with us at the retreat. You can DM me for more information about that. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that I showed that to you while I was here on the live. But most importantly, I'm going to see you on Thursday at Get Your Brand Media Ready in 7 Steps, my media webinar this Thursday, May the 6th at 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's free. I'm giving out free game. It's time. It's absolutely time. Our opportunities to build and to be featured in media is more rapid now than ever before, with so many brand new news outlets and media outlets, self-branded, self-funded, self-ran, independently owned companies that are being launched every single day. I think it's a beautiful opportunity. Don't miss the wave. Make sure you catch it. All right. So I hope to see your RSVP come through. Go ahead and share that with your business bestie and other like-minded people who deserve this information. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.